All right, we'll continue with part 2. Yeah, it's talking about Pisces ancestors. Madame Takata, the first dragon master of the Reiki tradition. She was a woman who could do anything: writing, public speaking, healing, teaching. It didn't matter. There wasn't anything that this woman couldn't do. How did she get her start? She is on the surgery table, gallbladder, I believe. They're going to do the surgery, and she hears a voice. As they're going to put her under, she hears a voice. The surgery is not necessary. So she stops him. Gets up off. Now imagine going through prep, going through everything, in pain, going through everything to go through the surgery, and then hearing an intuitive voice, clear as day, telling you, and that's why it's called intuitive healing. That I compare that situation with Madame Takata to the story of Dolores Cannon, because everything QHHT stemmed from Johnny Cannon. Johnny Cannon was doing hypnosis as a hobby. Navy wives, stop smoking, nervous eating, weight loss, things of that nature. Right? Her first book, 5 Lives Remembered, sat on the shelf for 11 years because humanity wasn't ready for it. When I read it, I was amazed. It falls right into line with everything we're experiencing. The very last story about the strong soul fits in with Pisces, mystical sister and powerful spiritual protector. Fits in perfect with it. If you haven't read the book 5 Lives Remembered, go for it. It fits it's set on the shelf for 11 years, and it's a lot of what's going on in Pisces reality right now. Energy exchange is upside down. Right? You got a friend in me. Well, what is the energy exchange upside down supported by? Friends. Thank you, ladies. That's what it is. You got to think, Mahatma Gandhi was an INFJ. I hold true to that quote. First, they ignore you because they don't see the value in using both sides of your brain when they're left or right-handed, just like every other normie. Right? Then they laugh at you. Okay, great. If you know they're going to, you let them. Then they fight you, and that's when it gets good because they do it in groups. Cool, we like your gang violence and your gang corruption and your criminal element. We love all that shit. We appreciate that. Because then you win. That's what it is. So we've got masculines in the upright, supported by unanswered prayers. Imagine that, ladies. They're standing in their upright in between an uneven energy exchange and the truth. So now they're starting to see the light. Imagine that. What is supporting the truth? The fact that we don't care. Your entire life has been an illusion and a lie. Right? However, competing with individuals because you don't want to see them succeed means you have done shit in the past. We've all had a bad fucking past. That's what it is. That's the only thing that they can try to hold. Oh, he's a drug addict. Yeah, 3 years ago. What's your excuse? Yesterday. That's what it is. I don't condone it. It makes me who the fuck I am. That's what it is. However, now they wanted to sabotage Pisces New Beginning so bad that you've got that energy all over the collective of drug addicts using voodoo dolls and dollar store witchcraft, energy manipulation. Why? Because addicts need money. Simple enough. What truth do they not want to come out? They got to do something to feed their habit. Simple enough. Distancing those karmics, and they're all in their emotions. That's what it is. Can't do anything about that. They're not good enough to ask for an intervention. Fucking Master asked for a divine intervention, and now it's out of our hands. The 3 fates have been activated. Can't do anything about that. The dragon in my comments. You know so much about Ra. Cool. What are the 3 fates that are all across Tarot land? That's what it is. I mean, and I agree. And it came out in a reading this morning. I love to start my day off with a different reader. Right? It helps me clarify, helps me fucking myself, has absolutely nothing to do with anyone else. How can I better help fucking number one, a 23-year-old girl that's in jail? I don't know how I'm going to do that. How are you going to help a girl that fits every aspect of a jinn possession that's in the county system that would rather consider you crazy? They get paid for that. Inhumane treatment. They absolutely get paid for that. They don't believe in spirituality. They're the bottom of the rung. They're separated. Separation of church and state. They don't believe in anything like that. I bet they're starting to now. That's what it is. I bet they can believe their stock market's crashing. Anyway, meditation is upside down and black magic was used. Look at that, right? I mean, when I hear a mother telling me that is not her child, yes, no, I agree. I look at the picture and it fits everything. Fits everything that we've been talking about in tarot. The same tarot that these people don't like. Fits everything. It's a jinn possession, period. And it fits the three fates. It's a message. When I see an entity in the wall behind that girl with Arabic writing that you can't make out, you can't make out the Islamic writing that's in that printout. You can't make it out. I don't read Islam anyway, but I know what the fuck it looks like. I ask her, does that look like Islamic writing underneath that entity on the wall? She's like, yeah, it does. I'm like, fuck, cool. I'm glad I asked you because I knew before I did. All right, so now what do we do? That's the next challenge. What do we do about something that you girls said? Girls who can teach a person anything about spirituality and divination through tarot card reading. Where do we go from here? Girls who are fucking 100% accurate on point. Right? Got jinn in the cards. Got the three fates in the cards. Got divine intervention in the cards. 5-star review comes back and says, hey, one more time, let's chat. Look what I got. Fucking look what you got. I'm amazed. I'm baffled. I'm sorry that it's your child in jail that we can't get to even find someone who could do an entity clearing for. That's what it is. So we're on a platform talking about it, speaking our truth. That's what it is. What happens in the meantime? Noah sends me UAP video while Jamie's got government shenanigans. Cool. Well, now government's got shenanigans all off in their hooskow. I can't do anything about that. But keep in mind, that's the same energy that was all over Tarot Land of people taking on an entity possession, becoming violent. We said it was coming. It's the zombie apocalypse. We said it was coming. Seeing their eyes turn black. Yes, her eyes were black. Certainly turning that way. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. What are you going to do? Right? The same shit that was on my other channel. I'm taking spiritual baths. I'm fucking doing every meditation possible because they were sending entities at Pisces when Pisces was at a lower vibration. Cool. Now that shit's going back on them. Pfft. Everything that they tried to do last time that worked is going back on them. Cool. Now I've got evidence of what the fuck, because I know that was the situation going on with me. We went from the lower astral realms up to the higher astral realms. She is in a state of despair, anger, frustration, all the lower vibrational feelings. We're in bliss where the angels hang out. That's what it is. It's simple enough for every this, there's that. And there's plenty of fucking research for the past 2,500 years, along with Dolores Cannon. When they try to silence a woman, it's for a reason. And that's when you you take the cotton out of your ears and pop that shit in your mouth and pay close attention. Because there's a reason. So, no love for the masters. Okay, I'm sorry. No love for those who aren't masters. You can't nurture the past. That's what it is. They have it. Pisces, you are their karma. Yes, tarot reader, I understand, and they're getting it. That's what it is. It's all, and I'm not. Pisces, you will witness their karma. Yes, every time I try to remote view, I see fucking people running and shit. That's what it is. All right. I've already grieved. I knew it was coming. That's what it is. Got people losing arms and legs and shit. You had fire magic backfire. I got fires around me, car wrecks, all that shit. That's what it is. Bounces right off on me, I guess. That was always my question. The energy, the negative energy that they're sending, where the shit does that go? You say it goes back to the sender. Well, okay, fuck, is that what it is? What it is? You know, how do we go forward with it? Spiritual power and people with no intuition? Yeah, they didn't do their research. Manifestations in the upright. Right? They all want to see the new beginning so that they can do something to sabotage it. Cool, you just wait them out. Let them keep projecting that energy as it goes back on them, right? Let the anti-human agenda, let them catch wind of it. Oh God, we're being affected. And then the shit can just roll downhill and y'all can all hang out down here in the bottom. So the lack of faith over top of a show of gratitude, yeah, we got to remove that. We got to remove the negative energy from that gratitude show. And that energy's in there too. I mean, you got to think, what is the key component to all of this? Group collaboration up against one person. That's what it is. Groups did not want to see one person succeed. Why? Oh, well, I've already told you multiple times, right? Their shit worked last time, cost me a year of my life. That's what it is. While I was gone that year, fucking what were they? You girls are saying they were doing death certificates and insurance and all kinds of shit. Got lots of money. Judges jumped on board. Attorneys jumped on board. Cool. It's a big fucking chaos fiasco. I don't want no part of it. I'm accepting the fact that they don't know how to fix it. Leave him alone. Oh God, we're just going to leave him alone. Maybe sooner or later, some kind of sacrifice will work on that individual. That's what it is. Okay, great. As Pisces ancestors are destroying your planet. Okay, great. Works for me. Thank you for the footage, Noah. Thank you. I'm not going to say your name. However, thank you for the picture of your daughter who's in their jail right now. That's what it is. I told her that I would talk about the subject, but I wouldn't bring her up unless she wanted to comment in the comments. She wants to ask for y'all's advice, being, I'm a this, I'm a that, I'm a cool. Who have you helped? I'm speaking my truth. Great, that is your truth, and I'm fully aware. What does your truth do to benefit anyone else? Because when you're using your truth to be superior over someone else, that's a fucking narcissist. And that's the one thing that is in all of the cards is the spiritual narcissism. That's what it is, hiding behind a mask. Right? Your authentic nature is going to be your strongest tool. Authenticity is stronger than love. The vibration of love, authenticity is stronger. You will authentically attract to you exactly what you are. 5-star Jesus, I got that. Attracted it right to me. Right? Die, my friend, represents QHHT. I take you right through the death experience. The universe is sending the signs, synchronicities, and omens to counteract the opposition. They tried to unalive the QHHT opportunity. Cool, the universe sent me down, my friend. I get to throw that shit right back at them. That's what it is. However, they've now invoked the 3 fates, as you ladies who can teach anyone anything are saying. Yeah, it's the daughters of Ra. It's Spinner, Allotter, and Inflexible. Cool, what does that mean? Judgment Day. It's inflexible instant karma. Prove me wrong. You're telling them in the cards. They're jealous, so it tenfold made their instant vibration of jealous. Hate, instant vibration of hate. Love, instant vibration of love. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. And he's doing love spells on us. That's why I'm an asshole. That way you can't use that against me. It doesn't change the energy. The vibration's the vibration. I am still the aspect of your 5-star review, no matter how you project your bullshit onto a YouTube channel. That's what it is. That's why I did this, was to kill time. This is what it is. They're doing everything they can behind the scenes. Cool, we'll make that shit public. See how they like that. Oh God, they're in chaos, and we're getting karma. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Every tarot reader on the planet's talking about it. Tarot is what gets me in trouble. Right? Trying to help people out. It brings off the evil in people. That's what it is, because number one, they don't understand. But they understand this. They don't understand that, but they understand this. And they think this overpowers that. When you're dealing with the higher self always wins. Period. Right? My situation in New Mexico. Right? I found the one thing that he didn't fucking know that negated everything he did. Trying to medicate somebody for being normal. Swear. Oh God, you're right. Yeah, fucking I've been trying to get you to do the research on that for how long now? Fucking moron. Anyway, Dr. Hawk. He will forever be Dr. Hawk too. With no water in New Mexico. No water in fucking New Mexico's having a drought. Cool. I know a doctor down there that can hot tool on that thing. Tell him, pushing up Daisy. You got an energy exchange that's upside down. That's the thing. I've never been afraid of that route because I have went for intervention many times for my own personal life. I went to school for the shit. I know the process. I know how well it works. Do I agree with it? Not from an ethical standard, not at all, because it counts out holistic remedies. Tobacco and alcohol are legal and will unalive you. That is an anti-human agenda if I ever saw one. We cannot patent cannabis because it opens up your pineal gland and gets you in touch with spirituality. It can be used to medicate anything based on your intentions. If you study shamanism, it's 10,000 years old. Do they do that? No, because they can't patent it. That's what Jamie and I were just talking about. They can patent your Monsanto seed. Yeah, fucking one seed falls off that government truck onto a farmer's land. Oh, we own that farm now. So they drive through the farmer's land on purpose. Fucking seeds flying off the top of the truck. Upside down energy exchange. Rotten bastards. So that's what it is. Watch their stock market crash too. However, you and watch. You're going to see the stock market crash and then watch. How many people is it going to decimate? Helicopter. That's what it is. How many people is it going to... The life flight. You hear that life flight going over right now? Yeah. How many people that is this did... We don't agree with Trump's tariffs. Yes, that's because he didn't agree with you putting him through court. So now he's decimating your corrupt ass with a stock market crash. It'll bring all their shit to light. These are crafty people. They're not stupid. Some of them vary. The businessman, not at all. You're talking about an individual that has been a millionaire fucking 8 times or more. Let's just use that number, right? That's what it is. And then we'll tell you that's what the favorite. That's what a lot of the celebrities. That was the favoriteest thing in his debate was when he was debating. They brought up his using tax loopholes and shit. He's like, well, of course I do. You do too. You put them there. That's what it is. If they're there, you use them. He was honest as shit. That's what it is. However, now we have a very serious issue. Because if they're using black magic and energy manipulation on the justice system, cool. How did that affect your American president? We don't understand how this is happening to the president. Cool. Was it magic? It's all in the cards, and they've been right about everything else. How could they be wrong about that? Masculines in the upright over top of unanswered prayers and bad health. Imagine that. Thank God we're thinking. That's what it is. So that's the hidden enemy to all of them. Is 316 is a negative feminine mutable sign. So that's what it is. When you have these masculines in female form, regardless of gender, it's energy. It's creative energy. Women you can't create anything without a woman. Yes, it's the poet. The negative feminine is the dark poet. Simple enough. That's what it is. the one who. Okay, let me give you a prime example of negative feminine energy intuition. Okay, so the worst possible thing that could happen to you is that's what triggers my demons. So it's like, hey, you probably don't want to do that. And then they step right underneath the piano falling from the second floor. The INFJs, well, we told you probably shouldn't do that. You got to keep in mind, an INFJ's favorite thing to say, right? There's 3 little words that can ruin any relationship. Touch my cards, right? There's 4 little words that make you, that can ruin the relationship afterwards when they don't listen to you. I told you so. That pisses people off more than anything else when they didn't listen. And then they come back. It's like, oh man, you were right. It's like, yeah, and you did it anyway. I told you so. Fucking, you don't come back. After I tell you fucking something's not going to work out for you, and then you go and you do it anyway, and then you come back, oh yeah, man, you were right. You were right. I really shouldn't have done that. Yeah, well, I fucking told you so. There's no need to come back and tell me anything. Either you went and you did it. That's what it is. It's done. What's done is done. What's done is done. Now you're coming back to make me feel bad, telling you, well, yeah, I told you so. So now I have to be a double asshole when I was an asshole to tell you to begin with. You got your karma. That's what it is. You chose that. Your free will made your decisions for you. So I got a Willy Wonka, the Willy Wonka meme that the INFJs put out. The Gene Wilder where you just got the look. This is INFJs when we revisit this conversation 5 years later to remind you that we predicted it. That's what it's, introverted intuition. So you've got the truth over time. Pisces is 10 steps ahead. Yes, go to Personality Hacker Podcast. The INFJ is usually 10 steps ahead. Cool. So now you've got one inside of a fucking Pisces. Was that maybe 20 steps ahead? Here's my card. That's what it is. The truth is over top of, we ain't fighting that shit. Higher consciousness is always in charge. So it looks like we're distancing karmics nicely. Their emotions are upside down. However, you are not responsible for the work they didn't do or the emotional state that they are currently in. They didn't meditate. They used black magic. We got success from it. Good job, guys. Thank you for that. Thank you for doing everything you could to make a success. That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay, so they did not want sacrifice energy coming to the light. Okay, how's that going to work for you when it does? That's what it is. I can't give you the energy of what they're doing unless they were doing it. With names. You've got the signs? Cool, I know their names. That's what it is. Why do you think they're doing everything they can to sabotage Pisces? Nurtured the wrong thing. Cool, we're going to continue putting our heart into our work. What is supporting our heart's desire? What is over top of our upright heart's desire from the past? People who nurtured people that weren't masters and had no love? Cool, hate never wins. It goes back on them. They hate themselves. Cool, that's your karma. That's the rest of your lifetime. Cool, that's what you get. It's what you signed up for. It's what your soul signed up for before you ever got here. Same as mine. That's what it is. Written in the stars. Got the light switch in the upright. Intuitive awareness is upside down. Oh, did they lose their intuitive abilities? That's okay. They manifested that. Feminines are in the upright. That's what it is. Feminine intuition is in the upright. Imagine that. Took our power back, flipped their intuition upside down because they weren't masters, and we got our manifestation in the upright of the feminine winds. Okay, cool. I can go with that. That's Mahatma Gandhi's statement right there. First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, and then you're the first one to the phone. Then you win. That's what it is. The lack of faith over top of the gratitude. We're removing the negative energy over top of the families. That's what it is. How long have they been using magic on your families? You got to ask that. How long have they been harvesting energy off of the Pisces? These are questions that we should be asking ourselves, right? How long has Pisces been targeted for their supernatural abilities and the fact? I'm telling you, and I want to be wrong. So let's fucking get that straight right off the bat. I want to be wrong. My thought process on all of this with the destiny swapping. Y'all right as it switches. Yeah. My thought process on all of this is that they were trying to destiny swap with Pisces because Pisces has lived every sign on the zodiac. Because this would be considered Pisces graduation. Pisces are the most psychic. Let's get that straight. Pisces are the most intuitive. They have an extra lifetime under their belt. They have an extra lifetime worth of intuition and abilities. Okay, that doesn't make them better than anyone else. That makes them a senior in high school. A senior is no better than a fucking freshman. A human is a human. They have a little bit more wisdom, a year more, a lifetime more. Cool. So if they were trying to destiny swap and transfer karma with the Pisces, that's because they knew Pisces was graduating into the new earth. Pisces was graduating. Pisces was getting off the wheel of karma, however you want to look at it. Going from one matrix to another, going from the draconian control matrix to the Metatron's matrix. Any way you want to look at it, any way you want to label it, any way you want to lay it down. That's like the freshman going up to the principal. The judges taking bribes, however you want to look at it. The government corruption, however you want to look at it. It's like the freshman. Because you got that energy in the cards. They got judges and lawyers in their pocket. Okay, cool. That's like the freshmen going up to the principal and the assistant principal with their lunch money. Hey, you know what? We want to graduate instead of the seniors. Okay, we'll take your lunch money. We'll go ahead. We'll get you up on the stage. And then the administration comes in and says, you can't do that. They didn't pass. The state exam board comes in. You can't graduate the freshman. It's the dumbest shit we've ever heard of. Oh, well, we didn't think we'd get caught. Harmony and balance is upside down. Be compassionate. You cannot fix stupid. That's what it is. Their health is upside down. And having ego deaths, there's nothing. Give me a like if you agree. There is nothing worth going through a dark night of the soul and the healing process. That is one thing. This is telling me that these masculines with unanswered prayers and bad health are going to be going through an ego death and the dark night of the soul, unhealthy, unable to heal. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Anyway, truth over the fact we're not fighting that, and higher consciousness, yeah, it's because they chose money over love. All they gave a shit about was money. Cool. So they were willing to rob. They were willing to sacrifice. They were willing to do whatever for cash. For cash and prizes. Take bribes. That's what it is. Against the divine. Now we've got UAP footage. We've got all these manifestations coming in, and they're all like, oh, I wish I could manifest. That's what it is. That's what it is. You can't deny it when you've got all of the readers in the collective teaching them the lesson. It's what it is. It's putting their souls on fire. It's what it is. Oh, every time they hear that shit, they're, oh no, I can't believe we fueled it. They fueled it. They fueled the Phoenix Rising. Thank you. And are worried about it. That's what it is. Karmics, all in their emotions, fucking are worried because there was an upright initiation or attunement into the practice they were trying to profit off of. And that's where the energy comes in. You can't take the Reiki knowledge and do anything with it unless you're attuned to the frequency. Everyone uses Reiki, 10, 30%. When you're attuned to it, you're going 70, 90%. That's what it is. Love's intent to help or heal. It can only be used for positive healing purposes. Cool. Where did they run into a problem? They didn't do their homework on that. There's nothing positive about these people. I'm a negative feminine. It works for me. But they got no love. So fucking, oop, whammy. And their intent was negative. So cool. It shorts the system out. That's what it is. A negative and a positive is let there be light. Change consciousness. That's what it is. There's part 2. So, I mean, expect the unexpected. We knew that these moments were coming. You know, and it's what it is. It's what it is. There's only so much. I mean, it's what it is. You get every possible chance. But it's already been said in the cards, they're not going to stop. They're not going to give up until something truly, truly bad happens to them. Okay? That's what they signed up for. That's what they want. They are putting out sacrifice. What's going back on them? Sacrifice. Hate. That's what it is. Do the opposite. If that's not working out for you, then project the opposite. It's already been in the cards. It takes just as much effort to work with the system designed to make you fail as it does to work against it. That's what it is. Either way, you have to heal. Either way, healing is healing. Either way, healing is not easy. That's what it is. You have to have a removal of something. You have to have an awakening comes when you remove all the things that didn't serve your highest good to ascend. You got to remove the weight. The balloon cannot rise when it's loaded down with a bunch of karmic shit. That's what it is. Throw off all your karmic baggage. Oh, look at this hot air balloon going up in the air. That's what it is. So, everybody enjoy your Monday, and I mean, get excited. This was the moment that we've all been waiting for. Not only do we have an anti-human agenda in the works, but now we have a stock market crash and UAPs in the air. So get excited. Welcome to Independence Day. Namaste.